Hi, Chris here from FEC Technologies. Did you know that stolen credentials are the #1 cause of breaches? This year's Verizon's Data Breach Investigation Report highlights just that. Let's look at how hackers are getting your credentials and how you can put a stop to it. The most common way hackers are getting your credentials is through some kind of social engineering attack. Now, this could be from phishing, smishing, or even the dark web. I talked about phishing yesterday, but to recap, phishing is the act of sending a fake email with the purpose of getting you to give up your username and password. Smishing is just like phishing, but it's done via text messages instead. Have you ever received a text message from your bank that had a funky looking link in it? Chances are that was not your bank sending you that at all, but an attacker. The purpose for that is to get you to click on that link, which will then take you to a website that will look like the real website, but is actually designed to steal your information. The URL in the address bar is the dead giveaway on this. Finally, there is the dark web. Think of the dark web as like an Amazon store for stolen information. Hackers have and continue to attack companies, governments, and schools with the purpose of getting money from them. But in the process, they are stealing their data, and oftentimes your email and password will be taken. Once a hacker gets this information, they put it up for sale on the dark web. So how can you protect yourself? Well, let's address the email first. Pay attention to any link before you click on it. Hover over the link in your email software to make sure that it's taking you to a legitimate site. If you're unsure, open a new browser window and just manually type in the address. Remember, your bank and other businesses will never ask you for your login information via email. You should also ensure that you have some kind of spam filtering in place. These will block most of these phishing emails. Now, smishing has become a really big problem for phone carriers. They are in the process of implementing controls to block unknown and unverified numbers from sending mass text messages. So in the event you do get one of these strange text messages, that you weren't expecting, don't click on any of the links in it. Open the app on your phone or go to your computer and go to the website. There's also a feature on your phone where you can block unknown numbers from ringing your phone, and you can create lists in your message app to show known versus unknown contacts who have sent you messages. This is something that I personally do on my personal cell phone. If you're not in my contact list, I don't get your phone call or your text message. Finally, we have the dark web. Unfortunately, there is no way to keep your information off of the dark web. Pay attention to the news when they report large organizations that have been hacked. If you do business with these organizations or have a login with their website, change the password immediately. The best protection here is to use a different password on each and every site. And when I say a different password, they need to be completely unique. Not just adding a different number onto your normal password like password 1 and password 2. I know that can mean a ton of passwords, but a good password manager can keep all of this in line for you. Again, personally, I know 2 passwords. I know my computer login and I know my password manager login. Every other password that I use is unique and is up to 25 characters long. Another protection you can easily implement is 2-factor authentication. I would put this on everything that you possibly can. It's the process of typing in another code on the website or app in addition to your username and password. You want to stay away from using your email to receive that code, because if your email gets compromised, now the hackers have a way of getting your 2FA code. It makes it kind of useless at that point. So the best solution here is to have an app on your cell phone. There are many out there. There's some that are free, some that have a subscription charge. Depending on what you're protecting will depend on what type of app you actually have to have. Some companies like Microsoft, they work best when you use the Microsoft Authenticator app. If you want to learn more about cybersecurity, I invite you to join us for one of our cybersecurity webinars. We host one every month on the first Thursday. You can check out the schedule and sign up at learn.fectechnologies.com. And when you're ready to talk to someone you can trust about your cybersecurity, give me a call. Thanks and have a great day.